Liverpool then, 43 Premier League games in the room, Amorim, just 6 clean sheets, 1 this season. They've conceded 68 goals. In fact, since he was appointed, only 3 teams have conceded more. So whilst you two are making the point, attacking-wise, lots of positives and more than shoots of recovery, that is an issue, quite clearly, that he still hasn't sorted out.
Yeah, it's an issue, and it's kind of what direction do you go, I suppose, as a coach, and do you shore it up? I mean, we spoke before the game about releasing Bruno that a little bit higher, and he's not playing with 2 holding midfielders, so is that leaving them a little bit more exposed through the middle of the pitch, like maybe like the first goal after half-time when it drops down and Bruno's out the game and Casemiro's there on his own. But it's that conundrum of they look so good going forward. I do think personnel at the back will help them. You know, that they're missing Maguire, they're missing De Ligt, they're missing big imposing centre half. So I do think that will have an impact now that they look more dangerous. I think with a big figure at the back that coming into a team that's dangerous, I think it'll be easier for them to fit. I mean, for half an hour or so, they looked fantastic at the start of the game. They defended really well. Bournemouth had 1 header. So there's the balance is getting there, but then all of a sudden you kind of go bum, bum, bum and concede 4 goals and you feel like you're back to square one. You
feel you can't have it both ways, can you? Because they've improved that dramatically in scoring. Only City now have scored more goals this season than Manchester United.
Well, exactly, yeah. Everybody aims to have it both ways, obviously to hardly concede and to be scoring plenty of goals. But in general, you know, you look at even the best team, you look at Arsenal, they're not massively free-flowing in terms of scoring loads and loads and loads of goals. Their defence is probably where they're strongest. But for Manchester United, if you watch them for the last 10 years, I mean, it's been so drab, it's been so bad. And to watch them attacking like that again is a breath of fresh air, I feel.
Here's the man with the conundrum, with the plan, Owen Amorim.
Ruben, I just wonder how you unpack what we've just seen here at Old Trafford tonight.
It was a fun game for everyone at home. I think we started really well. We did a very good first half. The result should be completely different. And then, again, I think 6 minutes of the second half, similar to Nottingham. We lost the concentration. And they scored 2 goals. But we managed to get back to the game. We scored 2 goals again. And then we have to finish the game. Just a throw in our possession. We need to close to think about not to go again, but to take calm and to close the game. But in the end, it was a fun game.
Yeah, 6th and not 5th at the end. I mean, he's talking about concentration. Is it sometimes just a little bit of game management, bit of know-how in that situation?
I think, Steve, they've gone down the direction of suddenly becoming really dangerous going forward, and there's the excitement about it. I mean, I was watching it, I was getting excited. The players must feel that. The supporters, you could tell, feel that. So that's something that they need to then deal with emotionally. And when's the time to take that risk? When's the time to make that forward run? When's the time to actually, well, hang on, like the first goal, Semenyo's goal, and Luke gets pulled across, so thinking about playing forward and gets caught high, and then Semenyo's got that space to run into, and it's getting the balance, and they kind of got to learn, because they've probably not been that expansive, they've not been that fluid with the movements over a period of time. So the next step for them is, yeah, brilliant, do that and get ahead in the game, but you've got to manage the game as well, and picking their moments is the next step for them.
Thank you very much. So much to talk about. We've run out of time. Michaels,
He's done it many times before. It's what he does so well. But even without the goalkeeper's small step to the right, it's taking him out of the game.
You love that free kick.
Oh, wow. You know, pace, dip. I mean, everything. That was a fabulous free kick, but it should never have been one. As you say, it should never have been. I mean, a foot away from him, even if it hits him down here, with, you know, when you kick it into someone when you're only a yard, you know, that far away, then it's very harsh. And his arms weren't flailing, and it was probably too high anyway. It was a really poor decision. But, you know, little things make so much difference. Like, people don't want to see people exaggerating a fall or claiming a free kick when it. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't really go mad when that ball hits, he never gets a foul. That's the referee thing. Oh, I didn't see that properly. I'll give it because of the reaction of players.
It's human reaction.
It's human reaction. Yeah. And, you know, these little things make a massive... If Bruno doesn't do that, if he's not sort of living on the edge and being a little bit naughty and whatever, then, you know, they don't get that. They don't score that goal. So these little, I was going to say dark arts, but it's a bit strong, but he was streetwise, let's say, in winning that free kick.
129 seconds later, they scored again. As you said, a little bit of luck defensively, but Cunha with a lovely finish.
Yeah, he took it well. Something he's obviously been after, and he wants a little bit more of scoring the goals. And I mean, there's a little bit of movement. Cunha makes a run through the middle, and Brentwood does very well. Shesh goes down the left-hand side, sees probably Ahmad at the back post. Really, he's trying to pick him out. I mean, yeah, if again Bournemouth really to be in a position, then you've got to deal with that. It goes with left foot outside the left foot. Really, it's a right-footed clearance because you can't really get any power on the clearance with your left foot. But Cunha's there. Again, middle of goal, we've said that about his movement and ended up in there for the first goal, missed it. Ahmad scores and he gets his goal then, finishes off with a little dance.
Well, they led for just 5 minutes. It was that type of night, Michael.
It was. And do you know what? If the game had continued going, it was Bournemouth that were getting the better chances in the last few minutes. That's
4-4, here's their manager, Andoni Iraola.
Andoni, you were playing down your chances pre-match tonight. Could you make sense of what's just happened out there?
No, difficult to explain. No, I think, I suppose for the neutrals has been a nice game. We've had everything. Moments where you think, okay, we're going to lose. Moments where you think, okay, we have this one and we are comfortable. But even at the end, no, I think we've had in the last minute the two clearest chances, no, from Brooksy both, and I was like, maybe we win this one. But it's just a point. It's not a lot in the standings, but I think we can take good and bad things from today.
What do you take from it then?
I think we are two teams that are we play quite aggressively, we're quite open, and probably today we've attacked much better than we've defended. I think the second goal is a cheap goal for us to concede. Just before the half-time, the corner is not even a great header, and is probably the goal where we can correct a lot of things, but also there are very good things because we've been dangerous and I think we've had good faces on the ball, so a little bit of everything, yes.
They certainly did keep going. They got the 4-4, and as you say, right at the death, it was the visitors who had the opportunities potentially for 5-4.
Yeah, the game...
He's ended it smiling. It's only the second 4-4 at Old Trafford in Premier League history. But these two have ordered me to move quickly on from that game, Manchester United and Everton. Let's move into the start of the second half. He talked about their fast start. 38 seconds into the period, they were level.
Yeah, it's before many people probably got to the seats, really, and got settled for the second half, you know. And it was just it was kind of so simple, really, you know. Going short from the goal kick to then go long, I think you can see Heaven steps into midfield, and that's a theme of United's build-up, really, of and then that leaves Joao and Heaven on when they lose the ball, and the second ball they're quite far apart, and Evan Nielsen just gets right in between them, and they kind of never recover from being so far apart from the goal kick to start with. Having said that, it's a fantastic pass, it's a great first touch, and it's a really good finish. So from Bournemouth's point of view, what a start to the second half. And it just, well, the game was already alight, but that even took it to another level right after half-time.
Certainly did. We just heard from Marcus Tavernier. It was his run, actually, initially here, Michael, before it was involved in 3-2.
It was very direct, powerful run, and not only that, but, you know, once he got to the edge of the box, he sort of had the awareness, should I pass it? Felt a little touch, went down, and then this is just a well-executed free kick. However, I would more lean towards the poor defending from Manchester United. Look at Bruno there, telling his goalkeeper, get across, get across. We've already got this side of the goal locked off. This is the side of the goal you need to protect. Now, we question whether there should be a gap there, Michael, because that just gives you a target to hit. But still, the goalkeeper's got to protect that side.
It's almost too straightforward, wasn't it? You give him a pathway there to pass it through. You're either blocking it off, Bruno and Cunha's either blocking it off together, or the goalkeeper's got to cover that side, and in the end, none of them did that, and they passed it.
If they were together, you could sort of justify him being more central, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But once they split and give them a channel to hit the ball, but he's got to get across. He has to get across.
Invited through.
Yeah, I mean, and see, the funny thing is, Bruno, we'll go and see in a moment, Bruno takes a free, and he does exactly the same. He goes to goalkeeper's side, and that's what everybody's doing more and more now because of the